Come on over, it's time for Tim Friend.
Alright, welcome back to Tim Friend. Today we're gonna finally do this friggin' Ingrid Dorothea paralogue. It's gonna be a walk in the park, since the required level is 13, which is laughable. Excuse me. Because we're all at roughly 20. So we're just gonna try to blast through it as fast as we can. Oh. Dorothea walks up. With me, Timberly. What's the matter, Ingrid? I never hear you sigh like that. Oh, hi, Dorothea. And hello, Professor. Nothing's the matter. Well, nothing major. You don't look like it's nothing major. Then again, I suppose you always have a furrowed brow, don't you? Damn, Dorothea, go off. Truth be told, there's rather a lot going on. It seems that there's always something to worry about. What's worrying you right now? Maybe we can help. Now? Oh, I really did not wish to bother you with such trivialities. You see, I received a letter from my father recently. From Count Galatea? What a kind gentleman to have for a father. I thank you, but the content within the letter is what I find troubling. See? Look at it. Let me see. Oh, it's a marriage proposal. For you. Have you ever met the suitor? I've not met him, though I've heard his name here and there. He began life as a merchant, but has somehow achieved rank in court, an enterprising noble from an allied territory. It's most likely that he wants the crest of Nafnel that I bear to adorn his family name. Yeah, that sounds about right. The jerk. You sound as though you know him, do you? Yes, I must admit that I know him. He tried to court me when I was a singer. Best advice I can give you, Ingrid? Stay far, far away from this guy. He's offered a sizable dowry, so I must at least consider it, for the sake of my family. Dowry? Ha! Blood money. That's all it is. Dorothea, This jerk's entire fortune is soaked in blood. Do you want to rebuild your own house using that kind of money? I mean, it's all just rumors, but I think it still might be worth investigating. What do you think, Professor? Should we go check this guy out? Let's go. Let's go investigate this man. Great. Let's tell the others. What? I thought we were just checking up on a guy. Oh, really? Okay. And then we took an army out to investigate this man. Somehow. They never make it super clear as to what this dude is doing that's so reprehensible. Which is a little wild, but he does definitely want to murder you as soon as you see what he's doing. His mysterious thing. So it's gotta be like slaves or something like that. It's gotta be pretty fucked up. Alright, we'll do the units. Gotta bring Dorothea. We have to. We'll bring Annette. We'll have Flane be... Manuela. We'll bring Manuela instead of Mercedes. Because we have so many spellcasters already. We'll make Ash an adjutant to Annette. And we'll make... I mean, Lawrence and Mercedes, they're going to be fine. They're already a B. We'll make Flane an adjutant to... Dedu? Are we doing anything like that? Fuck it. Flane and Dedu. That sounds nice. And then we'll have me have the Mercedes. And... No. Me have the Lawrence. And Ingrid have the Mercedes. Oh no, I can only have 3. Well, get out of here, Lorenz. Of Ingrid have the Mercedes adjutant. There. Map.
Well, about that time, old Tim Friend decided he'd take a whack at his old mic stand and just fuck up the audio for the rest of the episode. I know, record time, his fans said. About like, what, 4 or 5 minutes into the episode, he's already fucked up the audio for the rest of it? Well... That's the truth, and that's what I'm here to say. Now, Tim, sorry, I did. It's truth. Old Prospector Tim, that I've decided that voice's name, did tell the truth in that I messed up the audio for the rest of the episode, but since there's the lion's share of the episode remaining, I'm just gonna fucking talk over it and really drill down into what makes me fuck up audio, I guess. And I'm sorry. Anyway, enough talking about that. Oh shit, I gotta turn off the volume for it. Anyway, so it's just more prep. I don't I don't like this map. We were looking at the map earlier. It doesn't show any of the enemies, but this map got better when I realized. Excuse me. This map. If you want to know what I'm saying at this point, it's that I don't like this map and it sucks. There's the enemies only spawn once you start the map, but later on I will realize that it was the way I've been playing it that's been fucking snapping this map in half, and the way you're supposed to do it is better, but still not great. The fact that you can snap it in half sort of unknowingly, and then like it just seems like a really easy mission. So the mission is to get Ingrid all the way to the top right of the map. That's fine. That's an interesting play. Just get someone to somewhere. It'd make a lot of sense because that's a very easy objective. It's to just get someone somewhere. It would make more sense for an easy objective to be on a difficult map. But the map's it's not super difficult. It's got this terrain. It's got this lava terrain, and then there's some enemies, especially to start with. There's just like nothing. I haven't been reading the dialogue, and I'm sorry. I'll read the dialogue at like the end because it just taking me off guard. I'm here, and you're fine, and it's all just we're all just getting our way through it. You know, we're all just trying our best here on this bitch of an earth. So we split up the party. We send, I think it's like Felix and Ingrid and me and Dimitri and Annette, who is now a dancer, a very lovely dancer. She's doing her best. Look at her dance for Felix. Look at that insane utility. Popping the fuck off. And oh, I forgot to get Ash for unlocking the chest to the south, so that's why I eventually decided to bring Ingrid directly east. This is key, because in all my other playthroughs, Ingrid is on Pegasus Knight at this point. On a Pegasus Knight. She is a Pegasus Knight at this point. So it becomes stupid fucking easy. Oh, look, there's a Devil Axe and like a antitoxin or some shit. A prayer ring. Great. Cool. The mad loots, yo. Whew, remember gamers? Manuel, I believe we're sending north with Sylvain and Dedu. If I remember 2 days ago, when I actually recorded this episode correctly, that's what happened. Yep, look at me go. Hey, I put Sylvain on the lava. I've eventually just learned that because I'm so over-leveled for this paralog that I just don't need to care about the lava pretty much at all. Because like the damage it's going to put out is going to be slightly more than the enemies, but since it's like a flat, like what, 20% of your health? Excuse me. It's not a huge deal. And it's me, and I think Dorothea sort of brings up the rear because there's going to be enemy reinforcements at the start position, which I correctly predict when I was recording this for myself. Sylvain and Dedu they're just going to tear the shit out of these guys. They're dead as hell. It doesn't even matter. Oh, Flane gets a level. I forgot Flane. Yeah, Flane's the adjutant to Dedu, and she gets, I mean, a fine level. The problem with Flane is that she's just so fucking slow, and I already have 2 very slow magic users on my team. Flane, I got Mercedes and Annette, who aren't even that slow. It's just like, they've been getting mediocre speed growths. Okay, so there's the guy on the top left. Ingrid helpfully points out that if we kill him, he'll stop summoning reinforcements, and that's fine. I like that as a mechanic. We've seen it in a couple of other paralogs, and it's fine. Like, it's not a problem. It's just fine. I think they have never been like so threatening or so defended that it's been impossible to take them out. I remember I've done this chapter in like literally every playthrough of this game that I've done, except my maddening run, which I have not touched in a grip, but I want to get back to. But it's never been like oh shit, we got to fight our way through these waves of boys, or do we go after the summoner, or do we go after the other secondary objectives that make it more riskier, but we have to do it before like the thief gets to the treasure chest or whatever. Like that would make it cooler instead of just like, because like this mission has no time limit, so there's no point in not going after the guy who's summoning the reinforcements, and that's if like we were on par. Like if we were at the level range for this mission, it would be like, well, let's get the summoner so we can play as conservatively as possible. But since we're above the level cap, it does make a little level cap. I've been playing too much dang Pokemon. Since we're over-leveled for this mission, it makes it like, well, let's just send some busters northwest to kill the summoner, and then everyone else just play the mission as normal, because there's no fucking risk. It turns out there will be some fucking risk. So normally, like I said, Ingrid is a Pegasus Knight, so I usually send her northwest to kill the summoner with probably another Pegasus Knight, like Sylvain's been a Wyvern Rider, or I don't know, some other flyer. And then after that guy is dealt with, then she just goes directly east to fight, or to escape, basically. So what I've never actually done before is bring Ingrid through this path, especially not on foot. And it gets a little spicier. You may already know what I'm talking about. Oh, look at Tim Friend playing as though he hasn't a care in the world. He put Felix in range of those guys earlier. He's just playing around with Sylvain and Dedue, getting kills, putting them in range to draw out these enemies because he's just so dang confident in himself. He even has Dedue punch this man to death with his bare hands. And he does have bare hands. He's a very strong man. And his confidence is justified, that Tim Friend, that arrogant, hubristic... Okay, I know the word hubris. Is there a term for someone who has hubris? Like, someone who has arrogance is arrogant. Someone who has confidence is confident. Someone who has hubris is what? Hubristic? Hubrant? Oh, look at Timberly getting the fucking kill on that guy, just murdering him. Oh, here comes the archer. He's gonna shoot Sylvain. It's gonna be fine. And yeah, everyone's coming at Felix, and Felix can retaliate and murder them because that's what we made him to do. Really coming into his own as an archer. Now that he's got enough speed to double a lot of things, and well, it helps that we're like 5 to 7 levels above these enemies. It's jokes. Whoops. Reinforcements. This is the first time I've ever seen these reinforcements. Well, I mean, not while I'm recording this particular bit, but this time playing through the chapter was the first time I saw these reinforcements. And since I baited out so many of the other enemies, it's actually a lot of them. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 enemies total, including the ones that I pulled from across the lava fields and from the north. It's a lot. It's a spicy meatball. And it's only because Ingrid is over there. If you go through there with not Ingrid, those reinforcements do not spawn. They don't give a shit. But if you go through there with Ingrid specifically, and I think it's end your turn in that area, then during the enemy phase they will spawn. So that's just a little public service announcement, a little pumpkin spice announcement for all y'all Fire Emblem players. Is if you want this chapter to be way easier, make her a Pegasus Knight and set her north around the reinforcement trigger spot. And you'll be fine. There won't be any problems. It makes the mission... I mean, because I did that like immediately anyway, it just made the mission super fucking tedious, honestly. It was so boring. But whatever. We do what we can, and we try our best. We send Dorothea back, because if Dorothea dies, then we lose the mission. It's a bummer, but it's Dorothea and Ingrid's paralog, so might as fucking well. This is like the only time in this video where Tim has to like... I keep speaking of myself in the third person, as though I'm not the one playing the fucking game. This is like the first time I have to like play strategically in this chapter. I think it's the only time where because I'm just like, at the rest of the chapter, I'm so high over leveled that it's just like, yeah, point my own troops at the enemies until the enemy troops are dead. So I roll up with Ingrid and I do a Gambit, which is group lance attack, which hits 2 of those guys and roots both of them. And we can have Annette roll up and dance Ingrid. It gets Ash a level, and then I'm like, oh shit, Ash is under level. He's only like, he just hit 18. I gotta bring Ash to these fucking things. And we have Ingrid move back in for a kill. Very nice. Feels good. I do love dancers, man. Having a dancer really makes you feel like the top shit of the... Well, I was gonna say the top shit of Fuck Mountain, but I don't think that means anything. So having a dancer really makes me feel like a smart boy.
like a really intelligent strategist. I was gonna say strategist, but that's not how you pronounce it. Then we have Dimitris come up and just do his dang dirty, damaging thing. Gets absolutely wailed on by that Devil Axe. I do like that there's a little bit of a bespoke animation for the Devil Axe, even in the animation's off mode. If you rewind the video, you can see like a little purple shadow magic's trail. And that's cool. It's cool that the Devil Axe sort of gets singled out in that way. I like it. Oh, I guess you can... I think you can just, like, see? Yeah, you can see, like, the actual weapon in their hand. Like, Dedu's got a hand axe there, and you can see it from the overmap. And I think that's cool. I think that's a cool touch. It really helps you... I mean, it's not like... Because, like, the enemies are all sort of outlined with this red shit, and it's up against, like, dark stuff, it's impossible to tell what fucking bows these guys have without, like, zooming in and being like, what is that? But you can usually pick out a steel lance if you're paying attention. Sometimes a steel axe, except like the axe head gets like clipped over the enemy dude's head, so it's tough to make out. I did place Timberly and Dimitri in riskier situations, but the enemy did not focus fire for some reason. I feel like if the enemy had focus fired their archers onto Dimitri, they might have been able to kill Dimitri this turn, but they didn't. And I'm grateful for it, but I'm a little perplexed as to why they didn't. Because, like, Dimitri's not the tankiest boy in the world. I don't think it's that they just, I can't even damage him. Because we looked at Dimitri's stats. He's all strength and speed at this point because of his mercenary levels. But, I mean, whatever. I'll fucking take it if it means I don't have to, what's this? Divine Pulse, that's the term. It means I don't have to Divine Pulse backwards through this one particular turn a bunch of times, then, you know, so be it. I'm fine with it. Oh, Mercedes gets a level from Adjutanting, and it sucks. Strength, Dex, and Cha. What a fucking pizza shit-ass level. And then up here in the top left, it's getting a little spicy just because they did poison Sylvain, and I'm trying to get reason experience on Manuela. So it's making me, I mean, not necessarily play carefully, but play thinkily. You know, how you play the Fire Emblem game. You play it real thinkily. Just so I could try to get that sweet, sweet reason experience on Manuela, and also the sweet, sweet actual experience on Manuela. Dedu does what Dedu does best, and what Dedu does best is punch people. Boom. Oh, then they use a gambit, and Dedu can't punch, and they hit Dedu right in his weak spot, which is his movement speed. No, it's not his weak spot right now, because he's a brawly boy. He's brawly from Dragon Ball Z, or whatever the fuck. And now at this point, it's pretty much just cleanup. We're just gonna sweep through this. Manuela deletes that man. The other Sylvain opens the chest. Wow, it's it's the healing staff. That's fine. It's nothing special. It's just fine. Then Ingrid, we're good. We just kind of like group up over here. It takes us a little bit of extra effort to get over this lava flow, and I used that time to have Annette heal up Timberly and because I didn't bring any fucking antitoxins, and I'm too lazy to dig through my convoy to find an antitoxin, so I just endure the poison damage on Dimitris and Timberly and Sylvain, all of them. See what I tell you? Reinforcements from the starting zone. No problem though, because no one's fucking there. I think we're gonna send Sylvain down to intercept one of them, but by the time he gets there, he'll kill one, and then the mission will be over. Dude just summons a thief every round. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, Sylvain get murdered by that poison, but it's okay. Sylvain's very strong, and these enemies, well, they're quite weak. We use Manuela to just... What, do we even use her to do something? Yeah, we roll up with Dedu and punch the reinforcement. Yeah, and then we're gonna run up with Manuela and do, like, no damage, and then all the damage that she did deal is going to get healed by the man. Yeah, look, Thunder. Ooh, 10 damage. Or am I using Nosferatu? Make your choice, Tim friend. Pow! 5. No damage. 5. All right, let's see how much experience or how much health he gets back on the enemy phase. Because like the other summoners, he's on a little Healy tile.
I like the Healy tiles because they're not. I mean, honestly, a lot of my current other Fire Emblem experiences with Julia Friend, playing Fire Emblem 6, so it's really nice to see like defensive terrain that's not doesn't feel like busted overpowered, like the fucking thrones or gates or whatever. Is it thrones? I think it's thrones in Fire Emblem 6, where it's just like, oh yeah, here's fucking infinity evasion or some shit. At least that's what it feels like in a game where accuracy is already kind of a problem. Adding like, what is it, 40% evade brutalizes me. It makes me sad. Yep, that motherfucker heals 10 HP. God damn it. Even if he hadn't healed all the way, then he hits Dedue with Nosferatu. Up. And bringing Ingrid up into this area. These reinforcements I did know about. They're just not that threatening. It's just a few axe boys. But if you do bring Ingrid up into here, that's what spawns. It just tries to stop you right there at the end. Maybe if you're trying to rush through this on like maddening, this is the part where you have to be fighting off the reinforcements from the summoner and the reinforcements from the start zone and like the reinforcements that pop up, and it's like, oh no, I can't do the thing, can't get through the place. Wow. Yeah, one of that type of thing. Yay, Flame gets a level. What does she get? Magic. Last time she got speed, this time she got magic. It's like every 2 levels, she gets the equivalent of 1 level that she actually wants. Is it 50%? No, her speed growth is lower than that. It's low. It's bad. I like Flame is going to be a part of my maddening team for 2 reasons. One is that she has the rescue spell, and she's one of the very few spellcasters that has access to the rescue spell. 2 is that she takes 0 effort at all to recruit. You don't have to get like tea or shit with them. You don't have to eat lunch with them at all. You don't have to give them gifts. She's just gonna join your fucking team after a certain part, which is interesting because there are some. It puts a weird spin on the availability of people. You know, because like it's not just about like, oh, what chapter can they join? It's how fast can you like manipulate them into joining your house via dinner and flowers and shit like that. Yep, last turn. Wow, it's so hard. I had the one turn of thinking. It does not mean it's a good Fire Emblem. It just means it's one good turn of thinking. Alright, so we bring Sylvain around just in range of the thing jam. Or no, we had Sylvain murder that man. We have Manuela healed Dedue. We have Dorothea. Dorothea can't do shit because she doesn't have a healing, which makes me laugh. We go ho ho ho. Hoo 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 hee hee hee. Use a net to heal Dimitris. Gets the level up in the battalion. Wow, 1 avoid. Feels great. And then we beat the level. Finally, it's over. I'm sorry for causing such a mess. Oh, hush. For you, I'd go through twice as much trouble. But are you alright? Did they hurt you? No. I'm okay. Really, thank you, Dorothea. My father will need to hear of this. Oh, they're just trying their best on this bitch of an earth, you know? And Felix's motivation gets maxed out, which is pointless, because he's already at maximum motivation. We get a battalion, we get a Pegasus battalion, which is pretty good. Getting the Pegasus battalion would be very strong if we didn't already have access to them, and we only have, like, what? Once we get Leonie, then we'll have 2 flyers, but we'll have, like, the Saros Pegasus thing. Anyway, Ingrid, welcome back. Did you speak with your father? I did. I just returned to the monastery. What happened with the proposal? I hope it's gone. As soon as I informed him of the suitor's unsavory tendencies, he rejected the proposal outright. That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Were we to form ties with such an individual, it would bode poorly for our family, regardless of the weighty dowry involved. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so glad it all worked out. You and me both. My father also insisted I take this. It's a spear made of bones. Indeed. This is the magic lance Lewin, which has been passed down for generations within my family. Great. Get over it, Tim. My father and siblings have no way of using it, since they bear no crest. Father told me I should take it and use it to protect myself with. He said it's far better used protecting his daughter than gathering dust. Oh, that's so sweet. Your father really does mean well, Ingrid. He's unendingly stubborn, but I am proud of who he is. Dorothea, Professor, I want to thank you. Of course. No problem, Ingrid. One of my students. We couldn't just do nothing while you were facing a life of being married to a monster. I can never hand over my lovely Ingrid to some jerk who only wants her for her crest. Oh, do I belong to you now rather than to myself? Ha ha ha. Well, little wacky little land. We got Lewin, and we put it in the convoy with all the other heroes' relics that we're going to accrete. Alright, let's see. The next paralogue that I'm going to do, Tim yammers on about it. Oil and Water and An Ocean View are both better done with flyers, just because they both have, like, Ocean View, there's part of it where it's just like you gotta go over the sea. And so having a flyer that's not Seteth is really fucking handy if you want to get any experience at all off of those enemies. Next one is Oil and Water, and that's like a kind of a rescue mission, so having any flyer whatsoever is really helpful for that. So we're going to do this Fog of War map, though this one is also better if you have a flyer. There you are. I have a request for you. A request? Not just a command. It has to do with that plot to assassinate Lady Rhea. The bishop leading the Western Church was somehow involved. No, enough is enough, so now the Knights of Saros have been tasked with putting the bishop down. Thought you and your students could come with us. Why would you want us to help? Because you wield the sword of the Creator. And Lady Rhea is going to personally execute the bishop. I've been appointed as her guard. Okay, I want your help protecting her. Why not ask the other Knights of Saros? What do you say? Will you come? Excuse me? I'd like to come along. Ash, you were listening in? It's not up to you whether you can come along. Please, this is important to me. Your adoptive father, Lord Lenato, had connections to the Western Church. I understand that you want answers, but our objective is to punish, not to investigate. We can't let you jeopardize the mission. I won't get in the way, I promise. What do you say, Professor? Keep in mind that we would be bringing the whole class, not just Ash. We'll go. I mean, you already said I was going to bring my students, so, and Ash is one of them. I guess it's just in case you unlock this paralogue without having Ash in your clash. Like if you just recruit Catherine. You know, that makes sense. They've got to cover their bases a little bit when they're doing these little kind of wiggly zone Fire Emblem dialogues. The little Edelgard get ready for tea. It's cute. Anyway, this next paralogue, I don't think I do much other than talking about the map of this coming paralogue, and I'll be able to do that in the next episode. You can see it's foggy. We bring some people. We'll at least get to the part where we can do the dialogue. That'll be fine. Look at the map. Yeah, so in the mist, there's some bishops. I think they summon the enemies. I think. But if we go and kill them, they drop items, and then they also stop summoning the enemies. Damn, Rhea, I was looking at her stats. She's got a Saros shield. She's got A and 4 skills, and B in punching. It's fantastic. Why the fuck does she have B in punching? She doesn't even have any swords or punch weapons to use those skills with, but goddamn, she did it anyway. She's just a punching machine. So down in the bottom right, there's the main boss, and then I think sort of like the other corners, there's some like sort of mini bosses that drop items. I guess I'm gonna look at my inventory. Real gripping stuff. You know, it's not until you're forced to watch your own self go through an inventory that you realize just how exciting inventory management is. But I know I am rambling at this point, so it's got to be something. You know, it's content. It's content you can be content with. That's right. It's torch time. We're putting torches on everybody. Felix gets a torch. Sylvain gets a torch. Another melee person gets a torch, or Dedue gets a torch. And none of the spellcasters get torches because they got better shit to do with their time. See, we got Lorenz. We got Flame. Who's Flame on? What? Oh, I was trying to look at their adjutants. Wow, I got confused again. I realized I'm not on the right screen to check on who adjutant is. All right, Lorenz, no. Flame, no. We put the Flame on the Dedue. Yeah, and we put the Lorenz on the Mercedes. It's fine. We're having a fine time. We look at the sports. No new supports. We look at the items. Fuck, I guess now I'm just looking at shit to repair. Store the stat booster. I think we're gonna get some more stat boosters. Oh, we can... Tim, you can take off the fucking knowledge gem and get rid of... Are you gonna move Thyrsus, actually? I don't think we're gonna move Thyrsus. I think we actually keep it on No, I think we are going to change Thyrsis out for the healing staff that we got in the last chapter. And we're going to give Thyrsis to, like, Manuela or Mercedes or something like that. Mercedes. Hola. Merchsandes. That was a nightmare. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we give the magic staff to Manuela. We have Manuela dump her goddess ring in the inventory. We give Annette the... Nope, not those. Next tab, Tim. Next thing. There we go. Healing staff. Because now that Annette is a dancer, she's basically either dancing or healing. Because she's just not going to be on the front lines as much. And if we want her to be on the front lines, I'll whip her up 11 sword for that shit. Because she'll be good with 11 sword. I'll give her a void. That's nice. It's cool. It's sweet. It's dozer. Though it does mean that I do have to crank up Annette's sword rank pretty high. Oh, man. So at this point, like, the fucking, my voice recording has already ended just because it was so fucking glitched that it was just cutting milliseconds out of it. So you can tell it was fucking glitched as fuck because it's already gone. There's no more of it. Looking at stats, I guess. All right, well, there's nothing really fucking interesting happens. Next time on Tim Friend, we'll play this mission and I'll apologize even more profusely for this audio error. I hope you have a great day, and don't let anyone tell you that you're a fart, because no one can do that. Only I can tell you that you're a fart. And let me tell you, today, you're not a fart. Bye, everybody.
We're Tim Friend.